Tuberculosis is estimated to kill 1.7 million people every year. It's recognised as the highest infectious disease killer in the world, ahead of HIV and malaria, and it primarily targets the most vulnerable people in society.
What is quite clear with MDR-TB is that sometimes the treatment itself is worse than the disease. We were faced with the challenges that our patients were having. We recognized how difficult it was for them to go through the treatment. The outcomes were not acceptable, so only 1 in 2 patients were cured. We felt that we needed to do something.
As the world's largest provider of non-governmental TB care, MSF is well placed to run TB-PRACTECAL. The Phase 2, Phase 3 clinical trial aims to radically improve treatment for TB patients with less toxic treatment over a shorter period of time, using more effective regimens. Trial sites have been established, working in conjunction with national health ministries and national TB programs in Uzbekistan, Belarus, and South Africa.
Working with MSF is a unique experience because it enables the investigation of the new drugs in a combination. There are 3 new drugs for TB, the bedaquiline, the laminid, and protonamide. TB is a very, very complicated disease, and we must use a cocktail of drugs. So just having 1 new drug on the market, the questions remain: how are you going to use it? In combination with what? And so this is where an organization like MSF steps in and gives unbelievable value towards the public good.
MDR affected me so badly. The side effects for changing of skin, losing weight, it affected me because it made me feel like I'm nothing in life.
My name's Louisa Dunn. I'm a sub-investigator on the PRACTECAL trial. I am involved in meeting patients when they're first diagnosed with multidrug-resistant TB. So we meet with them and see whether they're sort of suitable to join the trial, and we call that pre-screening. If that's all fine, then we go ahead with sort of screening assessments of patients where we find out a lot more about them and do sort of various sort of simple tests to see whether there's any problems with them joining the trial. And if that goes well, then we enroll onto the trial, treat the patients with their trial regimens.
Our participants, they enjoy the fact that our treatment doesn't have injections. Everybody is scared of the injection. They are also happy because this treatment is very short. It is 6 months. It used to be 18 and above. It was depending on patients' recovery.
As well as offering trial regimens, TB-PRACTECAL also carries out public outreach work to educate local communities on tuberculosis and how to seek effective treatment.
With TB-PRACTECAL, when I came here, I had this problem of not understanding this resistant TB. So they sat down with me, they explained, and they gave me some papers to go home and read, try so that I will get to understand. It's better if we get the treatment for 6 months, because the longer it gets, those pills are they're not nice.
If successful, this combination of treatments could save the lives of hundreds of thousands of people with drug-resistant TB. MSF will call upon world health leaders to ensure that as many patients as possible can benefit.
The reality is pharmaceutical companies have tended to develop individual drugs and not move to the next step of developing regimens, which is absolutely needed to be able to treat TB and MDR-TB.
We haven't had new drugs for TB for the past 50 years, and now suddenly we have 3. And so, if we don't get it right now, we might lose them very quickly, and then all of this work to put into it might have been in vain, and we do not want that.